Hi, this is Gloria, the pink-haired lady from Indianapolis again. A few months ago, Biggerpockets did a Meet the Investor podcast. They came to Indianapolis, and I was one of them featured in there. And Alex Felice on that had asked me to do 3 points of what I would tell new investors. And so this is the second part of that series. First one was be learning based. So I did a little podcast on that, on different books that I'm reading and maybe some that you're interested in as well. Would love to get some feedback on that. Second one is build your team. So I want to talk about that today. And then next podcast, we'll talk a little bit about giving back. So building your team. I really think building your team is very, very important. And yes, I'm a real estate agent. Yes, I really want to be your boots on the ground, really help you out. But I think it really takes a village. It takes a lot more people to help you build your investment portfolio. And the more honest people that you have with the highest level of integrity that are going to help you out along the journey, the better that you'll be. I really feel like in Indianapolis, we have a great group of local people that are just really interested in helping out-of-state investors to just really build their wealth and be successful in what they're doing. So obviously the first point that you have in doing investment portfolios is financing. So if you have cash, awesome. Cash is king. That's great. I will help you spend your money. If not, then let me help you find some lenders. So I feel like a lot of times with offers, they look a lot better if there's someone local on there, that the listing agent knows if there's any kind of problem, they can call up that lender and find out information. One of my favorite mortgage brokers that I've found is Cross Country. They're ones that I have actually used myself personally. I had a lender that was in another state that I was using for a while. He was with another company and he said, I am switching to Cross Country because they're just so much more investor friendly. I have now found a local contact with Cross Country. His name is Matt Collinger. What I think is crucial about him is his communication. If I give him an investor that he needs to talk to, he's going to be right on it, call you right back, help you with that. I always write 30-day closings, but sometimes he's gotten them done for me in 21 days, which is just unheard of in this market right now. He's really good if there's something that's going wrong in the transaction, like the appraisal's bad or something like that. He's going to go to bat with me and help me fight that. So you want to have lenders that aren't just going to look at your numbers and you're just another number in their system, that you're an actual person that you really want to work with. So make sure you get a really good lender. I have a whole list of them. I'm willing to send those to any of you. And that's conventional financing. Now with Fannie and Freddie, they limit you personally to only 10 of those. I know that there are a few lenders that are starting to be able to stretch that a little bit. Cross Country is one of those. That's another reason why I like them. And then your third option would be hard money lending and investor backing. And that's something that I'm honestly constantly learning about, trying to find more people that are willing to do that. What are the systems? A lot of times you have to have a little experience before you do that. So I'm always learning from my investors in that area as well. So if you have anything with hard money lenders, investor backers, be happy to talk to you. So I think the next person on your team has to be the lenders. Another person on your team needs to be your property managers. And honestly, I think your property manager is one of the most important people on your team. I like to think I'm the most important, but I know that's not always the case, because your property manager is the one that's going to really take care of your property. They're going to be the ones that are going to say, they're going to vet your tenants, make sure you have really good tenants in there, because that's key to not having vacancy. That's where, and not having a lot of turnover, because that's where you lose your money. So if you get a really good solid tenant in there, your property manager is going to help those vet up front. So that's really crucial for your property manager to do. Also, you want a property manager that's going to check up on your property, that's going to do quarterly checkups, that has a really good maintenance crew, because you want to make sure that any little problems that you have don't turn into big problems, and that's going to save you money in the long run. So that little leak under the sink, get that taken care of right away. Make sure that your tenants are calling the maintenance calls in to get that taken care of, so that you're not like losing a whole cabinet and floor or something else that turns into a big problem. So I think your property managers also are really crucial. For my business, I don't really run a turnkey company. I don't say use this lender, use this property manager, use this contractor. I really want to give you a list and want you to interview them, because different property managers have different personalities. They're going to work better with you. Different property managers like different areas in Indianapolis. There's a lot of really good ones. Again, I have that list that I'd be more than happy to help you out with. So for instance, Gail Adkin is one of the first property managers I've worked with. She's got over 800 doors. She's been in the business 30 years. She's probably who I would use if I stop self-managing, which I wouldn't recommend you doing. And if I get one more sewer call, I am not self-managing anymore. I'm going to use a property manager. But I mean, I really feel like they're worth their weight. But anyway, I would use Gail if I ever go to property management. She's just very responsive. She knows what she's doing. She considers these properties to be her children, and their parents are out there in California somewhere. She's the foster mom. She's kind of taking care of those. And she tells me all the time, my favorite joke from her is just like, don't send me any juvenile delinquents. I don't want to be in court with these tenants all the time. So that's what she has. She's very picky about the type of tenants that she has, the type of property. So she's great. Triple E is another one of my favorites in town. I like them, honestly, because I didn't use them as a property management company to begin with, but I bought properties that they were selling and they were always clean and well maintained. And that impressed me so much, I went back to talk to them about their property management side of their company. And basically they have a whole maintenance crew that they keep in-house. So that keeps your maintenance costs low. So like if you have properties that, need a little bit more upkeep, they're one of them that I usually suggest for those types of houses. They also do their own flipping and have their own construction crew on the side. So like if you have a bigger project, that's something that they could help you with as well. So Triple E is another one. There's several PMIs, franchises in Indianapolis that are good. T&H, City Place is a new property management company I've been working with. So again, it's up to your personality. You need to interview them. You need to figure out what their pricing works, how the structure is for you, and just again make sure that you have someone with good communication. So I think property manager is one of the biggest people on your team. You make sure to get nailed down right away and have a good relationship with someone right away. Contractors is another one. So I have a list of contractors that go all the way from handyman that would be able to come in and fix little plumbing issues, all the way up to general contractors that would do a full flip for you. So you almost need to have more than one contractor in your back pocket, because they get so busy so fast, and you don't want your projects getting delayed just because there's not enough time. So I usually have 3 general contracts on call at all times that I can kind of call on and get bids from and things like that, plus extra handyman. If you're just doing just a burr and just need flooring and paint, a lot of times these handyman are a lot less expensive and can get the job done for you. So make sure you have good contractors, keep in contact with them. Make sure, you're watching reviews online, you're communicating with them, and have more than one, because if they get busy, you don't want to be stuck without getting your project done. So contractors are another one. There's also different ancillary things that I don't talk about a whole lot, but real estate attorneys, every once in a while you just get into this problem, you just really need a real estate attorney. Title companies, I have my favorites that work well with out-of-state investors, so I have a list of those. And then I thought of something else and I just forgot it. Real estate attorneys. Oh, insurance companies. Insurance company is another one that's a big cost. You want to make sure that you're covered. And also, like, if you're doing construction on it before you get a rental in there, or if you're doing a flip, you want to make sure you have the proper insurance coverage for that. So, also in Indiana, there's a lot of areas that are swampy and are in flood zones. So you want to just shop around for those insurance companies that know flood insurance. That's another reason to use good local people, because they know Indiana, they know the different neighborhoods, they know what kind of coverage they can get here. So insurance companies are another thing that you need to make sure that you're aware of, and that you're getting good people that are helping with that. So again, point number 2 for new investors and all investors is make sure you build a good team and keep nurturing that team. Keep in contact with those people. Make sure that they're doing the job that you want them to do. I'm constantly looking to build that network. Any investors that bring people to me, they're like, hey, I had this really good experience with this guy. He's an awesome contractor. I go and I vet them, I call them, and then I put them on my list. So if you need any help with local vendors, give me a call. We'll send you that list and help you out with that. So number 2, build your team and have a really good solid team to help you build your wealth and your investment portfolio.